Hey there, I'm Talon. I'm the GM for the TPK podcast, and thanks for giving us a listen. You're gonna love it. Just a heads up, we started our first recording with only 5 mics and an analog mixer. We record about 10 hours in a session, so by the time we had upgraded, we already had 3 episodes worth of audio. We did get a better mixer and an additional mic. To see exactly what we use, head to IntrepidFable.com and check out the tab, About Us. You can also find additional podcasts and a whole bunch of other stuff you might enjoy, like our anime review, Anime Pathways. Thanks again for giving us a listen, and enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome to the Paper Kobold. Thank you for choosing this podcast. We are going to start with a little introduction. This is a D&D 5th edition actual play. We're going to start off with player introductions.
Hi, my name is Philip. I play Lojala, which is a red panda paladin.
Alright, my name is Mason. I play Saw Matoya, who is a tiny little bird warlock.
Hi, I'm Connor. I play Jack Monty, who is a crocodile. What thing did I pick?
Fighter.
Fighter, that's right.
Oh, you're good.
He's a crocodile fighter.
And this is your first time playing, right?
Yes, this is my first time playing, so I'm going to probably ask a lot of really stupid questions, especially when it comes to dice rolling and stuff like that, so just bear with me. And
I'd like to say this is my first time having a second session ever, aside from his, 5-day thing.
Yeah, that's, oh god, that 24-hour game we played. Dear lord.
It was amazing.
I'm Dan. I play Rusty, the ape bard. He's kind of more orangutan-y, only thin and lanky instead of fat.
Okay.
He looks almost exactly like that cartoon character for the gorillas.
Oh,
yeah. The bass player, I think, is the orangutan.
Yeah.
I think. Again, you guys will correct me, I'm sure. Whatever.
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah, those guys.
I'm Craig. I play a wolf druid. His name is Zareth. And, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess we can't get too much into you.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I'm Talon. I am the GM for the campaign. Do we want to actually stick to this, or do I just read all of this? I don't want to read all of this. So, you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead, Craig.
Start, Craig.
Yeah.
Bring us up to speed.
Alright, the campaign takes place in the primal world. The world is populated by animalistic humanoids and natural beasts. The entire world is one giant continent with spattering of islands surrounding it. The largest cities are located on the coast or along major rivers. The farther you go inland, the smaller the villages become. The center of the continent is a savage wilderness.
And specifically, there are no aberrations, there are no demons. In this world, it is just animalistic humanoids and natural beasts, period.
Zootopia.
It is not copyright with that is, yeah, they do not endorse us, whatever you're supposed to say when that happens.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
Not a
This podcast
sponsor.
does not represent the views of the makers
Pixar.
of Zootopia.
Yeah, there you go.
Any and all affiliations to perceived affiliations to that are
I
I think you just became our lawyer.
God help us all.
Alrighty. Well, meanwhile.
plead guilty, Tal.
Meanwhile, back in the podcast, the majority of the world is controlled by a mediocrity called the Academy. They took control at the end of the mass civil war that lasted for about 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'd like to, it says meritocracy, not mediocrity.
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever.
The mediocrity.
Yeah, the mediocrity.
The meritocracy is called the Academy, and we'll learn what the other 2 huge factions in the game will be called shortly.
One of them right now.
the center of the continent is controlled by the naturalists, who oppose the Academy's beliefs of abandoning traditional primal traditions in favor for new progressive teachings, mechanical or arcane.
There you go. So divine is a thing in the world because we do have a paladin in the group. But so far, I don't believe that when we were building this together, this campaign was created together. It's not just my idea. This is everyone's great imagination. There are no gods in this world either. There are concepts, but no gods. So
The islands are used as a penal colony for the mainland. They are called the Rampida.
they are now.
It is home to the anti-government group, the Leonine, formed from the remnants of the previous ruling aristocracy.
Right. So the previous aristocracy gets kicked out and loses that civil war. They get banished to the surrounding islands around the main continent. They are named the Rampita, which if you go to our Obsidian portal link, you'll learn more about all of these. But they are pretty much like if you've ever seen the movie Escape to LA or Escape to New York, it's that penal colony kind of thing that California drifted off from the mainland, and they use it just to send all the criminals there. Same idea.
So what Australia used to be.
Yes.
Additionally that as well.
Yes. All right.
Or South and North Carolina and Florida.
All right. So we are heading to a training site in hopes to avoid prison for crimes we may or may not have committed. Success means that we become soldiers. Failure means that we are headed back to prison.
Right. So everyone in this group has a dark and shady past, either because they actually did it or because they were accused, or one way or the other.
Listen, don't
but
ask,
they
don't
are
tell.
all being sent to
Don't tell.
a training facility because they were at one point caught, and now this is their only chance to stay out of prison permanently.
Wow.
And that's just like a little that's just a little taste of the world. Just what you need to know to get your feet wet. But for any more detailed descriptions of the history, please feel free to follow the link in the show notes provided to our Obsidian Portal wiki. And thank you for choosing the paper Kobold. We hope you enjoy listening. Many weeks have passed since you first left on the convoy to become an Academy soldier, also known as the Academy Authorities. The journey has been tiresome and boring. The guards have purposely avoided the more interesting and scenic routes in an attempt to keep you away from the public. However, the trip would have been tolerable if it wasn't for the terrible condition of the wagons, as you can see on the little thingies. They had been poorly assembled, and some sections are termite-ridden and falling apart. Nails protrude dangerously, most likely the cause of most of the scratches and cuts you have suffered thus far. The fact that the wagons themselves haven't fallen apart is proof that there is some sort of higher power. At this point, if you would place yourselves somewhere either on them, I don't care, or near them, but no further than 2 in front of the horse, the lead horse, if you would please.
Where do you want to be?
You have an extra thing to place,
Two of us are next to each other.
Philip.
Oh, I didn't know if I was going to have
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can you place me?
Which one is you?
This one right here.
Where do you want
The
to be?
ghost
We'll
old
be
lady.
on the wider card.
Can I be on the horse on the front cart?
Just riding the horse. It's fine. It'll be a
I'm gonna need to do something about coughing.
Cough drops help with coughing.
Yeah, they do, and I
So do
actually
mute
have
switches.
some. I don't have.
Have you seen meat switches?
I'm just riding the cart.
I said mute switches.
Okay,
Help with coughing.
so
Panther, it's laying in the cart.
Meat switches.
let me go ahead and
It
explain
doesn't
this
have to walk,
forest.
it's not going to.
The forest, you had been traveling over the plains, passing by cliff sides, mountains, traveling across the entire continent, all the way to this really rinky-dink location. And you've heard through rumors this place is rumored to hold the Academy's least-funded training facility, Fort Charming. Many of the candidates have told rumors of people living in squalor, sleeping in ruts in the dirt, just horrible stories. Other than that, there are about, I'd say, 25, 26 of you so far traveling with you, which, by the way, if you would place these randomly. In addition to the other criminals, there are some guards. These dice are the guards. Make one of them a 6, make sure the rest of them aren't a 6.
You know what would be a cool creation? A little, like, dial, or, like, square piece. It's digital.
Oh, you can put a picture in it. Or something.
No. I was going to say, like, a number, and you can have that represent your enemy's health. So that way you don't have to keep track of, if you have 6 guys that are the same health,
You have 2 6s, Bill.
you can
Oh,
just have
sorry.
that little
You get a third one?
digital little thing, and it just
Third
keeps
one,
track
six.
of.
This idea, copyright by Craig and the Intrepid Fable podcast. You're not allowed to create that before we are.
You're really gonna pay for that?
Huh? No, God, trademarking is fucking expensive. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that you noticed: who is trained in Arcana, religion, or Arcana religion,
Me.
or
Pick me.
I got you. Well, just hold on.
Neither.
Do not pick the guy that says me.
Arcana, religion, or nature.
Not me.
Nature?
You're not trained in religion.
Nope.
Okay.
Arcana.
Okay.
I mean,
Are you
Nature?
proficient in it?
It's
uh,
you are athletics.
oh, it was
intimidation.
literally on my sheet. I am really good at this.
Perception. Yeah,
You're
you're
good.
not.
Hey man, you're
in any of
learning.
them.
That's good. It's actually gonna help.
You're
Nature.
not.
Okay.
Theoretically, that one should.
I
be-
am not good at any of these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am not proficient, but I have a check mark on every single box.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, he can make the roll.
I'm not proficient though.
It's-
I'm not proficient.
Okay, you're just really good at it once you put your mind to it.
No,
He's a
I
jack
just
of all trades kind of guy.
the way that the character sheet prints out is it gives me a check mark in each one.
That's really weird.
That is
Because
weird.
of jack of all trades.
Correct.
And Craig, you said you're proficient in what?
He should be in nature.
In all of the, you want to know all my proficiencies?
Just Arcana, religion, or
No.
nature?
You don't have-
Nature. Yes.
Okay, so those of you, well, let me just, yeah, I guess I should have just said this. Those of you, oh, no.
I am a druid and I am not proficient in nature.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was a little
I was like, I
surprised.
kind of
if you weren't.
expected it from Craig.
Well, I'm a
Sorry.
paladin and I'm not trained in religion,
Yeah,
so.
proficient in religion.
So just you and Craig, right? Mason and Craig?
Yes.
Okay, so those of you who are proficient in nature or religion or Arcana, you begin to develop a slight headache. It started about 10 minutes ago, but now it is getting worse.
You need to do a check.
Spending too much time around Jack Monty.
That's right.
A day ago, you entered the forest, rumored to hold the academy, blah, blah. You've heard of the dangerous living conditions for which the fort is infamous. Moldy mattresses, rusty water for hydration, and food that is often left to rot before being served to the trainees. All of this, of course, is to ensure that only the strongest survive. The massive pines create a canopy, blocking out some of the light. Okay, so at this point, you've been walking along. Is there anything anybody wants to do? Introduce each other, talk to each other. You've noticed a couple of capable people along the journey who don't seem to always be whining or complaining or asking for help. They're pretty much self-sufficient. They look like they're capable people.
I have spent pretty much the entire journey just on his head or shoulder.
Okay, why don't you
something.
go ahead and describe your character then? This
Okay.
is what y'all have seen.
So I am a small, like 1 foot tall bird. It's when you first saw me, you thought I was just a bird. Until I started talking to him, and you realized that the end of my wings have kind of finger-like feathers almost. That's pretty much it. That and also the fact that my eyes are glowing green, kind of a giveaway there as well. I am mostly white and black, kind of black like trim around like the face and chest area. For those watching at home, Google Egyptian plover.
Okay. Any defining characteristics, scars, or anything like that?
I'm missing like half a feather off one of my tail feathers, but other than that, it's just the green eyes
Okay.
that are very unusual.
Okay. And Connor?
So
I assume you're sitting on Jack Monty's shoulder.
Yes.
Okay.
So I am a giant 8 foot tall crocodile man.
Rar.
Who has a what?
Rar.
Rar. I'm mostly upright. My head kind of hunches forward. I have a scar across from my top left of my shoulder down my chest. I've probably spent most of the time just bickering with Saw and no, we're gonna call you Sai. Like you're just gonna Gangnam Style on my head every now and then.
If your name is Sai, you have to wear a shirt that shows your tummy, and you have to be super pale and draw all the time.
God.
Probably picking my teeth and looking over at the other ones menacingly every now and then.
Gambling with the guards.
Gambling with the guards, you know.
Also, I'd like to point out that I'm making him carry most of my stuff. Like all my tent and all that stuff.
The 5 pounds that you
I
can
am
actually carry.
sworn
Yeah.
to carry your burdens.
There are little buckles on the side of your backpack, and then, or like leather straps, and the buckles are on his, so you can just strap it to his. It looks like about that big.
Lol.
Well, Rusty's been chilling on the front horse, literally like sitting Indian style or crossed-legged.
Naturalist style.
Sure, cross-legged style on the horse. Not riding the horse isn't like actually doing anything, just sort of chilling there. He is an ape. He's got kind of rust-looking fur, which is why they call him Rusty, and he responds to it. Other than that, you see him kind of toot on a pan flute every once in a while. And he seems to be talking to no one. But he's talking.
Okay.
That one's a little strange, he is.
Zareth.
Okay. I am a black on the top of my fur. I'm a wolf. On the lower part, my belly and the under parts, it's a very dark gray, so almost closer to black, but it's still a gray. You can tell that it's a grayer color.
It's a two-tone effect.
I have a eye patch that I wear on my left. Or sorry, I do this, but it's on my left eye. Other than that, I don't have any features. You can kind of see my fangs maybe sticking out of my side of my snout. I'm literally just kind of sitting on the cart, acting like. You could probably almost think that I wouldn't be able to do anything. I am trying to be very nonchalant as possible.
All right.
Any defining features or characteristics?
Any
mannerisms that would have
I'm not
stood
trying to be any. I'm not trying to stand out at any point right now.
Got an awkward
Okay.
twitch.
You can't decide which eye
Low
patch
Jolly.
side to put
All right,
Right.
well, Lojala's
Switching his eye.
probably he's sitting in a cart. He's about
His eye with his glasses.
3'5" height wise, but he's got his tail makes him it's another foot long, so he
If
looks
he
about
stands
4
up, yeah.
foot. He's not very big, but he's got red fur on the outside with little white tips on his ears, and then the inner belly's kind of a dark blackish color. He's missing his left foot, and it's replaced with I guess it's a peg leg type prosthetic.
crudely carved
Yes.
at some point.
He's got his there's a large panther that kind of sits next to him and keeps him safe.
Is there any battle scars on the panther or
You're
anything?
doing good.
No.
I can tell what they are. So.
Okay.
Good enough.
I
Wait,
mean,
so Phil's character's totally got a panther that hangs out with him?
Mhm.
That's cool.
No, he does not dual wield, and no, he doesn't have 2 short swords that are named.
Are you sure he's not a drow?
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I don't know. There's that thing called minor illusion. You never know.
So he's a drow that drop kicks.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Pet panther. I have a pet alligator. Crocodile.
there you go.
Sorry.
At this point,
Don't you get that one wrong again, mate.
those with
I'll get the
headaches,
end of you.
those of you with headaches, it's getting continuously worse. Still not distracting, but not pleasant.
Slap him on the side of the head. You're breathing too loud. You're in my head.
The lead guard.
What was that for?
The lead guard, who you have come to know by Lieutenant Gvardia, is a medium-sized frog, poison frog, folk looking dude. Well-dressed, leather armor, carries a dagger and a short bow with him, and he kind of holds up his hand in the halt formation. You've seen him kind of do it once or twice. All the guards freeze. The horses, without even having to be told, they're so well trained, stop. Or mules. Sorry, they are mules. Everything stops. All the guards get quiet and start to hush everyone else up. And at that point, the lead 2 die. Would you have him move up to the middle of all of that? With concern in his face, he slowly scouts forward. Up ahead, you'd be able to see this. Looks like there are kind of skeletal remains and corpses up ahead. Something that obviously signs of a fight. But something ate here and then left. The bodies, for what you can see, go ahead and give me a perception check. Anybody who wants to.
Whatever, D20.
Roger. Roger.
I got a 12. Do I
Okay.
have to roll for the Panther too?
Okay.
I have a 7.
Is that it?
I got a 17. Or 18.
He has
excuse me.
advantage too if it has to do with smell. So
I still screwed it up. Even though he just.
I have a 7.
Okay. So anybody over 10 can see the ground has been kind of. It looks like the ground was churned up around this area. There are still some. Some kind of like roots sticking up out of the ground. Some of the bones have holes in them, and anybody with 15 or above would have noticed the puncture wounds on some of the flesh that's still there. It looks, the best way to explain it to you as players would, giant mosquito kind of proboscis stab marks. Just something went into their skin, and it looks, you can tell that they were kind of drank to death.
drink.
So
That's
you're
not
the only
cool.
one who knows that. So
Yes.
if you don't tell us, we won't know.
Right.
Okay.
So that's just something to keep in mind. If you ever learn something, whether or not you want to tell, it's up to
I
you.
got you.
But
Well, I would
So there's
pretty
a
much
nice
guaranteed to tell you.
Let's say
So
you
then
tell
it's up
him
to,
for
so
sure.
then it's up to you. at
Okay,
that
yeah.
point.
Boy, it looks like something sucked the life out of him. There's giant puncture wounds in him.
like
Yes.
a giant mosquito.
Yeah, like that.
I'm assuming he's doing it loud enough that anyone from any cart can hear, probably.
Would you
Depends
say
on
that
how
loud
loud
enough?
you are.
Are you loud
Um,
enough that everyone could hear from all the
That
carts?
was more intentionally only to him.
Okay.
I am still a little untrustworthy of you guys, and am
And the rest of
possibly
everybody else there.
withholding that information for now, unless I feel like
You're good.
it needs to be said and it may benefit us if we're in danger.
A third guard approaches. The other guards kind of spread 10 feet out to either side of the forest. You see most of the other criminals kind of either get in the carts, crowding whoever's in them, making it difficult terrain, or climb under the carts or crawl under the carts.
Well, at this
Can
point,
I-
I would get out of the cart
Can
and
I
figure
get
out what's going on.
Can I get off the
Absolutely.
horse? And I'm just gonna kind of stand in front of the cart, but a little closer to the nonsense.
So, like there.
How prisoner are we? How free are we to move?
You are not armed. You have no equipment. You have your bodies, your arcane foci, and whatever components we talked about.
I will stumble out of the back of the cart and like trip and fall. It'll hit the edge. And just...
That guard actually will help you get up right next to you.
Oh, that's the
Lieutenant
one...
Gvardia.
Okay, good. And then I will slowly work my way to like there
Okay.
to see what's going on.
They're kind of searching the ground. They've got their short swords drawn. Some of them have daggers. Some of them have bow and arrows. But they seem to be scanning the area. Most of the criminals, except for some, like one or two guys who are kind of like, you can tell that they are slightly capable of handling themselves, but mostly it's all bravado. You are about the only ones who can actually do anything.
I'm gonna flutter over to this guy, the leader.
'Kay.
Dude.
The frog
I'm
guy.
going to tell him. Looks like they got drained by something. I don't know what's around here, but just keep your eyes out for that. And I'm gonna go back on his head.
Okay.
I am.
He kind of looks at you, nods,
Okay.
and takes out his short bow and notches an arrow.
I would like to. Is there anything else I can glean from the if I move up to investigate it?
We will find out.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move up to investigate the dead body some more.
I'm still on his head.
Okay.
As they start to investigate, I will assist in that.
Okay. Anybody
I will
else?
also tell. I will kind of whistle to my cat to Sieg to come down and.
Hey, Thundercats!
You kind of
Then
see
we'll move up too, because he'll get up here and probably smell around.
Investigate or no?
they were all kind of like piled in the back away from it, and when you whistled, they all kind of like scooched back, it hopped out, and then they kind of like fill in that wagon a little bit more.
And I'm like,
roll,
"Ooh, kitty!"
roll an
And I'm
investigation.
the only
Yeah,
one sitting in the
um,
back, like. what's
so-
everybody
Anyone that wants to roll investigation.
Explain how you're. Let's do it one at a time. Explain how you're investigating, and then I'll tell you the
Ooh.
appropriate check.
How I'm investigating.
What are you
Wouldn't
looking
it
at?
just be investigation?
Yes, but he wants to do the.
That's a skill.
Yeah,
that's
Well, again, he's wanting to roleplay the fact.
Well,
not
no.
Just say, I want to.
I want to do an
Flavor a
investigation
little bit.
check to determine what type.
investigation.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think.
Can I determine
don't
if they're
think
human
that's what he
bones,
thought I was
animal
doing.
bones?
Huh?
I want to determine type of bone.
Okay.
can.
See,
that's a
like,
good idea.
instead of investigation, I would call for nature for that, and that's what I meant most.
I know.
So you want a
But
nature
thank you
check?
for reminding me about that. So if you're gonna do a
What
general
I-
investigation,
Correct.
go ahead. And
I am assisting those investigating with an investigation check is what I want to do. I'm not actually doing any of the investigation. I'm watching them investigate and then using my own investigation knowledge to kind of toss in hints of, oh, that might be something, or hey, look at this a little bit closer.
Okay, do yours first then.
Oh, darn it. 12.
12. Okay.
I cannot roll above a 10.
A 3.
A 3. Okay.
I also I want Skeeg to sniff and see if it can catch a scent of what.
Go ahead and roll. Anybody else?
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are investigating something. So.
I want to.
Wow. Since it's smell and its advantage, he rolled double 17s. So, and his bonus is.
Okay, so I'm going to try and think about all the different books I've read.
It would
See
be
if
a
I
plus
can
2, so it'd be a 19.
Okay.
see if I can think about what type of characteristics a creature might have that's going to sit there and suck juices out of people.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll.
2.
Okay.
You don't think of anything.
Yeah, no.
What's the bonus to it?
I don't know what. The,
Which
How much time have you
Investigation?
spent in nature? Instead of reading about it, how much time have you
Not
actually
much.
spent? Okay. You kind of think back to all of the molds and the slimes that you've come across, some being in the cities and whatnot, being an educated person. But nothing in the city really matches anything, and you're having trouble recalling some of the information from any lore that you've ever read. Svala is sniffing at a corpse. Skeeg. Svala. Why did I say Svala?
I don't know.
Skeeg. Skeeg is sniffing at a certain corpse, and when you go to investigate it, you kind of see one of the roots had, by chance or purpose, it is in one of the wounds of the thing.
Oh, great.
Darn it! I think I worded mine wrong. I really wanted to try to use my investigation check to give people advantage on their checks.
He wanted to aid someone's check.
Okay.
So who's
Would
check?
that
who
would a
did you-
12 would a 12 have been high enough?
I don't want to give away DCs.
No,
What, just say yes or
I'm
no?
trying to give someone
Oh,
advantage.
Yeah.
Yes,
Would a 12
absolutely.
be high enough?
Absolutely.
Okay, so he was the one walking up there first, so that's who I'm.
Okay, so
Maybe.
go ahead and roll with advantage.
So you're gonna roll 2 d20s and take the higher of them.
Yes.
No, I got a 15.
And
There
then
you
you'll
go.
add what investigation.
And then whatever. No,
what was he
whatever you're looking into.
Explain. Explain how you're.
I don't know. Everybody did all the cool stuff already.
Well, what would your character do?
Maybe
Yeah, that's
anything
not-
in the
yeah.
immediate surrounding environment that might give more insight into
Yeah,
what
so
it was.
instead of
Like,
right here,
Entry
out
points, exit
here.
points.
well, like maybe some, maybe if there's damage on the trees or on the ground, or
As I'm-
if there's
As
like,
they're doing that, I
material-
start to get bored and I slowly end up making my way over there.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on over here, guys?
So you go over there, you start taking a look at,
It's an
being
18
Yep.
in survival.
being your profession with the organization you were with. You start taking a look at, their packs, taking a look, see if there's any weapons around, seeing if there were any broken potion bottles, trying to get a sense of what all was done in this fight. And that's when you kind of, on your way over to something, notice that there is a distinct route that is leading off toward one of the bushes. And these bushes, you've noticed you have not seen them thus far. You actually haven't ever come across these before. Some of them, they look like holly bushes, the ones with the little spiked leaves. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, mhm.
With the red berries on
Yes.
them. Some of them have big red berries on them, and some of them have big blueberries on them. There are more red-berried bushes than blueberry bushes. But you notice them in the locations that you can see them on the map. However, you have not seen them up until this point.
Now that would immediately stand out to me with my survivalist background. That would immediately set off some kind of something ain't right here.
Absolutely.
Okay, so while he was doing his stuff, I kind of came up and I was like, "Hey, check that out," or "Hey, that looks scratched. What's that bush over there?" And like that's all I've done,
Okay.
and then I just kind of back up and let you do your thing. But you remember seeing this monkey thingy show up and go, point over there and say, "Hey, doesn't that look interesting?"
I apologize. I'm still getting used to
doesn't
how
that
that
look
works.
The way
So he's actually tugging on a root and kind of looks over at you and tugs it more, and that's when you notice it's leading
Okay.
off.
Yeah.
At this point, I would like to state the extra knowledge I had about the mosquito sucking life thing out. To everybody.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, I immediately kind of look up then.
Okay. At this point, you hear a bunch of rustling, and then that bush kind of uproots itself, and it stands up. It had not moved or anything prior, and then it looks like a conglomeration in a humanoid form, 2 legs, 2 arms, and then like a bushy head chest, kind of like shoots up out of the ground toward that guard and collapses on him, killing him. Would you remove that guard?
Oh shit.
Dang, dude.
As it collapses on him, you see the vines pierce his skin in between the leather, and then you just see blood flowing out, and the vines seem to be absorbing a lot of blood.
Okay, that's freaking weird.
What do y'all do?
I run over to the bush
I'm gonna
try to see if I can save
I'm
the
gonna tap
guy.
this guy on his shoulder, and I'm gonna cast heroism.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead
yeah.
and do that.
As
He's
I'm running,
dead.
Oh well,
I
I'm
mean-
running over to him anyway.
So,
And
what
as I do,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
do is
cast
I'm gonna
Shield of
tap
Faith.
you on the shoulder, probably
Okay.
the one you're not on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run over.
And you're just gonna hear me say like,
To, like,
you know,
there because he was in the bush.
you seem like a guy
Okay.
with a lot of strength and wisdom.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
noticed that, Mike.
There's things that I've noticed that are pretty awesome about you. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do, and you feel
When I get
weirdly
over to him-
invigorated.
I feel cocky as
You
all
said he
hell
was
right
dead,
now.
right?
Yeah, you feel
Okay.
weirdly invigorated.
Can I grab the short sword
And
that you had?
you gain 3 temporary hit points, and you are immune to being frightened.
Nice.
Yes, by the way.
Sweet. I'm assuming. I think the short sword's a D6.
At this point, most of the criminals are
I should've
like
brought the
clamoring.
with me.
Some of them start to run away. They're scattering in the forest. Some of them make it past all these bushes. Some of them don't. On the way out,
Wait, they all just scattered into the forest?
most of the criminals are just taking
Oh.
off now.
Oh, I thought you said the guards. I was like,
No, no,
dang,
no.
dude, the guards is a bit.
The
There
guards
are
aren't stopping them?
the guards are they're trying to.
Okay.
Some of them, but you outnumber the guards pretty well.
Okay.
But
Is there any way I can do something to like try and calm everyone down?
absolutely, go ahead. Before you do that, the last thing I would like to say is enough of the refugees are jumping off of these wagons with the weight of them jumping off. The wheel of the front vehicle falls off, or wagon.
Oh,
So
good.
this one's missing one of its wheels.
Yeah, and then like the side kind of falls off, and there are some boards and planks laying on the ground.
So they're
It's like-
leaving the cart?
They are at this point, yes.
Would that get many criminals, or would they be going the other way?
They're running kind of.
They're running down the path, right?
Are they running down the path?
scattering.
They're
You would
scattering.
get a lot. You would at least get half of them, I would say.
Okay.
If I also casted sleep, would I be able to get?
The other half?
I will say only 1 or 2 will get away if both of you cast sleep.
All right.
Alright.
I'll see him cast a sleep, and I'll join him.
Okay. Do y'all need to roll for that, right?
It's just 5d8s.
Well, yeah, I think they have to roll
That's
a
it.
save, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, that's right.
It's 5d8s.
They have to. Which I mean, it'll hit
I don't
all. It
actually have
should hit
sleep
all of
pulled
these.
up.
I got
The
it
mundane
here.
people.
It's
It'll
5d8s.
knock them all out.
That's all you gotta roll. And then you add that number together, and that's the creature level that it is that is
The
affected.
HP.
No,
Right, the
that is
HP
it.
level
Yeah.
that is affected. So hoping for high numbers here. That'll be high. 27.
Okay.
Okay, I need some d8s. I've only got 2. Nope, I want
Oh,
dance.
sorry.
Good, I know what you did, mine.
Oh, nice.
18, 19.
It's the same number.
That's a lot.
28.
28.
One number higher. 28 and 27.
Yeah, only about 1 or 2 get away. But everyone else kind of hops off, starts running. The wheel falls off. Both you go ahead and describe how each of you do that.
All
before I
right.
say
So here's as these guys do chaos. Anyone who is looking at Monkey Man, which is technically he's an ape. Whatever. When you look at him, you see him kind of flicking in his hand this little black insect, and it clearly is a cricket. You see him grab it, crush the head, and then he kind of goes, "Rest now. Your worries are over."
So you said we still have our focus with us? So I have my crystal in my left wing. So that kind of glows a little bit, faintly green, and then I reach into the bag and I just throw a couple rose petals out, and then those kind of evaporate into the air and just kind of disappear, and then you can just see kind of a couple rose petals pop up where I casted the sleep at, and then they all just fall over.
Okay. So, inspiration, Dan, for using the material components. Does everybody know what inspiration does?
Gives you advantage, right, on a roll.
You can expend it when you make an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check. Spending your advantage gives you, or your inspiration gives you advantage on that roll. If you have inspiration, you can't get more than just one, so you can award it to other players for things that you like doing. I'm going to try to be fairly liberal handing them out. So you both do that. You see him crush cricket and the flower petals blooming or disappear and then appearing in the area. It happens so quickly they don't even get a chance to kind of like catch themselves. So you'll see somebody at a dead sprint, like a cheetah folk sprinting at 40 miles an hour, and then just wham, and hits the ground, kind of skids a little bit. At least one of the guards, the guard with a 1 on it,
This guy.
is asleep.
Okay. Well,
Any of the bushes accidentally affected?
about to say this one would be the only one, or maybe that one. Those it would be
I just
these
don't know.
two.
I just don't know if the hit points are high enough.
So none of them have moved. We will find out.
I gotcha.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's why I was letting you which two would be affected.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's definitely all down there.
Yeah. It's all in the
Alright.
bag, so.
Okay, now I need. Did you want to
2017.
do anything?
Not anymore.
Okay, did you want to do
Sorry.
anything?
Sorry.
You definitely said when I was checking the bodies out there were weapons. I want to grab a weapon that they have.
Okay. Roll a d4.
Okay.
Oh,
He has a one.
One.
You find a dagger.
Cool. That's not a knife.
Definitely just a knife in your village. Okay, and I need inspirations checks?
Initiative.
checks.
Initiative.
I'm like
I
inspiration.
want to
check.
re-roll it. I didn't re-roll it. I just
Do I need to roll separate initiative for the cat?
Just use your roll,
Well,
I think.
are you going to ride it?
No.
Okay,
Go ahead
then
and,
yes.
roll a d20 and add initiative to it.
So Baby Dino goes first, and
Baby
This one?
Dino.
yep,
That one's baby.
is gonna
You were
move
gonna attack my
away from
chopper.
you. 1. Okay, and then it is
Escape.
going to.
Ranged
Wait,
attack.
do they still look like
No,
the
he's got
bushes?
it. He's
Yes,
right.
they still look like the bushes. I need to identify
Nope,
who is
he's
who.
a tiny
No,
little
no,
baby
I
dinosaur
understand.
now.
I just wanted to make sure that they didn't like change it.
Dude,
to
we gotta save
something.
Chopper. We gotta get him back to his mommy. Let him 4
Okay.
times, so.
So you see this red bush. One of the berries opens up, and there's a dart-like needle, and it kind of rears it back and slings it toward him. But it's off its aim. It just hits the dirt. But you see the little needle projectile zip out of the berry that opened up, and it hits the ground.
Opening berries.
Idino, insect dino, the one right, the bug-looking dinosaur. Yeah, that one. It is not going to move, but it is going to attack
Me.
It's going to attack you.
Can I know the number on the die before you decide if it hits? So if I know if I'm going to react,
Yes. He rolled a 12.
I will pass.
Okay. Does 15 hit your?
Yes.
Okay. So this one lands, and it does 7 piercing damage. So it lands in it, and you kind of, when it hits you, you see little tendrils shoot out, and it kind of like grabs onto your skin and pulls the thorn deeper inside.
Ew.
Jack Monty, it's your turn.
And I am still on his head, by the way.
Mason, we're gonna go
Oh,
fuck
yes.
something up.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go fuck something up.
You have a raptor dinosaur pretty close to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess that raptor dinosaur guy up.
Boom, do it. This one has blueberries. Not blueberries, but they're
Berries that
Berries
are
that
black.
are
Not a blueberry raptor.
Blueberry raptor. That sounds like a Beatles song.
Blueberry raptor.
As he's running up to it, I tell him, "Don't eat the berries."
It's not meat. Why would I?
What was the other one you had? Commanding.
Commanding attack. I think I have to forgo my own attack. I could buff Mason with that, but when you take the
You
attack
absolutely.
action
You'll be
on
like the
turn,
Predator.
You could
Oh my
forgo-
god.
Mason's the shoulder cannon, dude.
One scary shoulder
take
cannon, by the
Attack
way.
action on your
Huh?
turn, you can
Would be
forgo
one scary
of your
shoulder
attacks
cannon.
and use a bonus action
No
to
kidding.
direct one of your companions to strike. When you do so, choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you and expend one superiority die. The creature can immediately use its reaction to make one weapon attack, adding the superiority
Okay,
die.
not good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't do
Oh, it's a
weapon-
weapon
weapon
attack. Shit, I
attacks.
didn't even think about that.
There is one person who has a weapon who is near an enemy.
Philip, right?
Yes.
There's also a raptor right in front of you.
Yeah,
so-
I'm pretty sure I'm
Well,
just gonna
it
stab
says
the
that
raptor.
he
I'm
can
gonna
give
stab-
up one of his attacks to give
Later
a
on,
bonus
he
action.
gets multiple attacks.
So right now he just has one, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So if
So-
he did that, he would either let Philip attack or attack yourself. So
Attack
I
I would just
probably
attack yourself.
with yourself.
I'm just
Attack
gonna
yourself.
Yeah.
So roll a d20
All right.
and then
I'm
add
surprised they don't have like
and add
elements
your
that you can put
bonus
on your,
that
on
says
your
there
character sheet
to
of
it.
D&D
Or
Beyond.
no.
No, I was gonna
This
say I
one.
don't get the plus 2 piercing
This
from
one.
the. Yeah, okay.
You get
attack
that
bonus
one.
plus 4.
It'll be a +4, and then your damage will just be a 1d4 instead
plus
of
2.
+2. Yes.
So
You
14
do-
plus 4 is 18.
Okay, so he rolls an 18.
18 hits.
Okay, so with your 18, you're gonna roll a d4
Okay.
and add 2.
Oh, I got a 4.
So max
And then
damage.
plus
6.
2, so 6.
So that's attacking. That's how that.
So I go in and slash at his weird branch things with my dagger I picked up.
Yes.
Or you try to rupture
Also,
some
Connor?
barriers.
Yeah.
One thing you want to know, you have action surge. You can use it once per either short rest or long rest, and you get an extra action for that turn.
Okay.
So that's just something to remember.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good
Would
one
you
to
want
remember,
to
but I
attack
don't
again?
necessarily think I.
Yeah, that's what you would use it for if you wanted to attack
Yeah.
again right this moment.
It gets broken later when he has like 3 attacks around, and he does that, and he gets a full set of 3 attacks again.
That's awesome.
You become broken.
I think I'm gonna save that for now.
Okay.
It's a little early to be using that stuff. I feel like, but
I'll say them as I get to them.
good to know though.
So
Yeah,
are you
so-
done with your 10?
I think so.
All right. Rusty. It is Rusty's turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and Bardic Inspiration
Nice.
over here.
Okay.
So there's your Bardic Inspiration die.
Thank you.
So I get a +4 to
No, he gets to roll it. You don't roll it. You
I
just
said
give
I
it to him,
rolled
and
it.
he rolls it whenever he
I
makes
think
the
he
attack.
rolls it.
I rolled it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I was pretty sure he rolled it.
Unless
So I get a +4 to
And then
like
I
what
give
I
him a
rolled.
number.
Yeah,
Mhm.
gotcha.
I don't know if it got changed somewhere, but that's maybe
Yeah,
that's what
unless
it looks like. It's
Would
saying.
you
It's saying I'm
hand
reading
these
it.
to
It says I'm
Jack?
rolling it now and then giving it to him, and he
Okay.
gets that number to it.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna move over this way 1 and then take the defensive action.
Okay. Nice. Next is, Pooh. Pooh Bear.
Who's a long way away?
Pooh is going to move 2 squares to the left, and then it is going to make an attack roll at somebody.
Somebody.
But say you gotta be specific.
He rolled a 7. It's not a player.
Okay.
Rolled a 17, and he is going to hit, and he is going to kill 3. Yep. The needle lands in the dude's throat. He starts gushing blood, and it pulls itself deeper. And with the last pull into the dude's neck, the end of it opens, and blood just starts spurting out. So it's like a straw in his neck,
That's fucking weird.
and he just drops down, like writhing in pain. Lieutenant Gvardia kind of bends over, trying to help him, pulls it out, and is like trying to put his hand on his neck and everything, but blood is just spewing out at this point. Next is Saw, and that's like a saw is how you pronounce it.
So I am going to hop around. I just need this. Hop around his shoulder, so I'm facing towards the rapper.
Roger.
And I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
The rapper.
Oh, nice.
For clarification, the defense action is apparently called dodge action.
Oh, nice.
And any attack roll made against me will have disadvantage, and dexterity saving throws, I have advantage.
It freaking
Ranged has disadvantage.
any
No,
attack.
any attack roll
Roger.
against me has disadvantage.
Yeah. And
That's
And
what I
then
figured.
If he has
any
to make a-
dexterity saving throw is me
Yeah.
with advantage.
It's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Nice.
Okay, so
They've simplified
I-
it where it's literally either advantage or disadvantage.
So I roll a 20 and then I add my spellcasting ability for the hit?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have combat caster?
No.
Okay. Your ranged attack is at, and Eldritch Blast is a ranged attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. It is at disadvantage because you are in close range to an enemy.
You're in melee with it
Okay.
because you're on him.
But you just roll 2, take the lower.
Or you move away and then not have that.
Correct.
I already said I'm attacking. I'm not gonna. No takesies backsies here, Dan.
Sure.
New Texas Baxies, Dan.
19 and 19.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, that's
No takesies
impressive.
backsies, man.
So
Disadvantage is what now?
Exactly.
I'm gonna explain half of this, and then I want you to just pick up what I'm putting down and go with it. So these vines are kind of like slapping at Monty, and Monty's like cutting them up and grabbing them and ripping them out of the thing. One of them kind of like shoots past you. You kind of like do like a barrel roll around it, and
Alright, and then I hold my crystal up. You can see like green crackling energy, and then what looks like it's a very pale green, almost looks like a lightning bolt shoots out and just slams into it with massive force.
what color lightning bolt?
Pale green, just like
He said pale green.
Sorry, I was not.
same as my eyes.
I was imagining it. I forgot
Yeah.
color.
He basically
Okay.
shoots like a ghost.
So what, 1d10 plus
How much damage
10.
to Rapitor?
Yep.
10 damage to Rapitor.
Oh yeah, you don't add your mon.
You see it kind of like course through the wood, like the electricity continues through, conducting itself through the creature. A lot of its surface is charred and smoking. It does not look good. Who's next? Oh wait, no, you're not done. That was the attack. You still have a move and a
Yes.
bonus.
I don't know if I have anything particular I can use on bonus, but
Okay.
I'm going to stay
Never
where I am.
mind. I
Okay.
did
Sit on
use
his shoulder.
inspiration wrong.
Alrighty.
Using it like cutting
Who's
Yeah,
next?
You just have a D6. You get to
Putty.
add stuff.
Ooh.
Roll an additional D6.
See, I was right, wasn't I?
Cutting word is the one where I roll
Yeah.
in advance.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just gets to roll the d6 on whenever he does.
So, grasping roots and vines sprout in a 3 square radius around Putty.
Oh, good.
The roots that had been dormant start to animate again and shoot up, and they just grab whatever they can. So anything within a 15-foot radius centered on Putty.
You.
Me.
That's it.
And the cat. And his friend.
So
Yeah.
it is difficult terrain for, well, it's difficult terrain for non-plant creatures.
Yep.
Each creature in that area must succeed on a strength saving throw. Go ahead. DC 12 strength saving throw.
So I roll 2. You'll have to roll 1 for one of your guys.
Two
Oh no,
of
he's a
your guys.
plant.
Alright.
I got a 16.
That works.
17
Anything above a
and-
12 works.
Okay. So the cat does not succeed.
It is restrained.
Okay, cannot
And-
move.
Yep, speed becomes 0.
Yep.
Attack rolls against it has advantage.
Not kitty cat. You gotta save kitty cat.
The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. And disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Right. Okay.
And it can use this action to do a DC 12 strength check to free itself.
Right.
Or another character.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's what it does with its action. That will be it.
Okay.
Zareth, it is your turn.
Is there any way that I can? You said they're shooting, or have they used vines? I thought I heard that word.
Oh, yeah.
before.
Yeah, yep, just of
Okay.
these roots.
Is there any way I can manipulate the fact that I use Vine Whip and make it look like I'm more of using their own attack against them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I'm using the spell Vine Whip, but I don't want people to actually know that I'm using the
Alright,
spell Vine Whip.
Bulbasaur.
Roger.
So I'm trying to be deceptive. I don't know
Bulbasaur,
if
use
it would make
Vine Whip.
Yeah.
Just describe it when you do it. If you are successful, describe it however you want.
Okay. Sorry, it's Thorn Whip, not Vine Whip, but
Same thing.
essentially the same thing.
Same.
Which ones are damaged? Or any of them damaged at this point?
Raptor.
Oh, wow, where the hell did he come from?
Been there the whole
He
freaking
ain't gonna be there
time.
much longer. We're fucking him up pretty good.
Alright,
Obviously, you're not targeting that one.
He's taking at least 16 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna attack Raptor then.
Perfect.
So that's 16.
That hits.
Okay, which will be 1d6 piercing. Just use this again, and I can give it back to you.
Yep.
Oh, brilliant. So 1 damage. Okay, so he took 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage. Would you add 1 to Raptor?
He's using the roots to attack, and then instead I kind of like made it look like I used the roots around me to just redirect the attack, but I just actually aimed at a different root and hit him instead.
Well,
There you go.
patch. As it impacts into his body, it knocks a berry off.
Ooh, I got a berry.
Next.
Still not eating it. It's not me.
I'm going to attack.
Actually did have
I
a
missed.
+5 to hit.
Okay, what'd you roll?
Unless a 7 hits.
No. Okay, so the short sword you're holding is kind of covered in blood, and so when you swing
a
into
little
it,
slippery.
it's slippery, so the blade like turns
Yeah.
as you strike. As it strikes something, doesn't really do any damage to it, knocks some bark off.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm good for now.
Okay. And what's
Apparently
your
you
cat's
don't have
name
to
again?
attack with a
Steed?
dagger anymore.
He is going to
You
attempt to
said we
break
had no
his.
weapons. You apparently have
He
your
does.
spears.
He has a
Apparently.
20 for his strength check.
He
why did
frees
I go
himself.
Okay, but that takes his action, right?
Did I not hear?
But he can move,
No,
right?
I heard no weapons.
That's what I thought.
So when did we establish that we have our stuff?
Oh, we don't. I
You
took
picked up a
the
dagger.
sword off the dead guy that guy
Okay.
killed.
Yes.
Okay.
That you two are the
Don't
only ones
confuse
with
me,
weapons.
Dan. Do I have my spear or do I not?
I didn't
have my
catch. I didn't catch him grabbing it.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
did.
don't, apparently.
Yeah.
That was the way you rolled the D4 for.
No, he rolled a d4 to pick up a random weapon.
Mhm.
I walked over here and just picked up the short sword off the dead body.
Correct.
Oh, you'd already grabbed it, so I had to kind of go for whatever else I could get.
Yep.
Okay.
There you
Now, whose turn is it? Or you're done, right?
The cat's done, yes.
'Kay.
He
The cat's meow.
yep. He
Snake.
succeeded on his strength save and then he kind of backed up a little bit and
The
turned around to see what's going on.
Snake. It's gonna have partial defense, but we're still gonna do it anyway. Okay, so
I could probably get a card pack.
it has
that
you
goes
have
on
partial cover from this
I
attack,
don't-
so
yeah, I
you
don't know if
increase
there's a
your A
fire
by
card pack
2,
or not.
AC by
Who?
2. You.
go. Okay. He also has disadvantage if he's attacking me.
Yes.
Okay.
Never mind. We're just not even gonna. So a whip, or you hear like another berry kind of like pop, and an arrow, not an arrow,
A dart.
a thorn whiz by your head. It came from Snake's location. Okay, Raptor is going to do the same thing. Vines explode out of the ground, trapping everybody within 15-foot radius. That's non-plant. DC 12.
So it's both
D12?
of you and
Now roll it, and it's a deck. What is it? Strength save.
Yes.
Wait, so what do we roll?
You're
Roll
rolling a
20.
d20 plus your strength modifier.
15.
Okay.
15.
14.
14. You evade the vines.
the cat gets trapped again.
Cat gets
Oh,
trapped
is
Is
again.
that a crit?
What's your strength?
Is it a 20?
Yes.
Yeah,
Strength
You're good.
modifier
It's not a 20,
is
it's
2.
16.
So I got-
Right, but yeah.
You are free.
Magic the Gathering.
I got a 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
Okay, the vines manage, like they start wrapping up towards you, and you see them wrapping up toward him, and you kind of like sacrifice yourself so that he remains free.
Okay.
But you are now, you cannot move.
Okay.
You have disadvantage on your attacks, and attacks are at advantage against you.
Okay.
Baby Dino's turn.
Dino, baby Dino.
Yeah.
So baby Dino is going to attack you again.
Imagine that. He does not have advantage.
17.
Okay.
5 damage.
Okay.
And then it's gonna move. No, it's not. It's gonna stay right there. Okay, who's next? Okay.
I have awful.
He's
spells
going to
for
move
this.
over one
To which way?
toward Rusty and attack Rusty. Nah, he's gonna attack the panther.
Aw.
He has advantage then.
Not the
He
key.
does.
Okay, because he has disadvantage if he attacks me.
Well, they don't know that. But...
Okay. And he takes. It was a crit.
Oh, great.
Goodbye, kitty.
How much life does he have?
13 hit points.
Talon, did you kill a kitty cat?
He takes 12 hit points worth of damage.
Kitty cat is gravely wounded. Ask that kitty cat.
So you pretty much just see like 3 thorns. You hear 3 berries pop open, and it hits him in his his shoulder, his gut where his lung or his side where his lungs would be, and then like his neck, and they start gushing blood out of his side.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay,
It's
next.
fine.
It-
It's fine.
Jack Monte.
Jack Monty. All right, what do I got to do to get free of the vines?
DC 12 strength check.
Okay.
But that
So
takes your action, so you
Can
But you
I
have an
still-
action point.
or he has his action surge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it hot in here?
I mean, I'm here, but
I mean, can I just choose to take the raptor while I'm in the vines?
Yeah.
You can.
disadvantage.
You just
Right.
roll 2 d20s and take the lower of the 2.
It's up to you.
Contrary to what has happened so far, you will not roll the same number most of the time.
Right.
You will roll like a 20 and then anything but a 20 and it will suck.
Right.
Yep, pretty much.
I'm not gonna roll
It's
2 19s.
up to you. I mean,
I'm gonna break out of the vines.
okay.
So I need to do a D20 strength check. You said
D12.
D12 strength check.
So
What
you
is
just
it?
have to
no,
roll that and then.
It is a d20 strength
yeah.
check, but you need to beat a 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to beat a 12.
DC is difficulty class, it's just the
Right.
number you're trying to meet
Okay.
or exceed.
Yeah, if nobody
So-
tells you what you're rolling, it's gonna be a 20.
All right. And then do I get to apply my +2
Correct.
strength to that?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Are you proficient
Aw.
in strength?
In
Yes.
in
No,
athletics, but
athletics.
athletics isn't strength. You didn't
Wait,
say
but-
athletics.
It's just a strength check.
Right.
Well, is he
still
proficient in
freaking
strength
failed.
saves though?
What is it?
I don't think so.
It would
I
say.
got an
He's got a-
11.
Yeah.
Modified 11?
he is.
Yes.
Modified
Oh,
11.
so he adds 2 to that if he's proficient.
Yeah,
So he has.
9.
Oh,
He's got a 13.
got a 13.
Oh, I had a +4, not a +2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm good then.
Yeah.
I have 13 then. I have just enough to get out.
You get out. That is your action.
And okay, so how long is
So
a short
these are your
rest?
save rolls.
5 minutes.
So
10
like
minutes.
after a battle, basically.
Yeah.
So after the battle's over, you're likely going to be resting long enough to get your action point.
I
back.
was thinking about using my my
No,
action
no,
surge to
long
get a second
rest is
action.
So you
Do
can
it.
do that and kill the raptor.
All right, I'm gonna use my action surge to what does it give me?
Attack.
Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I'm gonna attack the raptor.
Okay. So
Boom.
D20 plus 4.
What's it look like when you action surge?
There you go.
Keep in mind.
Oh,
your
actually, what
turn
does it
is
look like
6
when you
seconds.
broke
Yeah.
out of the vines?
Break out of the vines.
Break out of the
Right.
vines. Yeah. Go
So I rip the vines off of me and I roar loudly and I'm really pissed off now and now I fling around and do like this crazy aerial spin thing and then I come down and smash down hard on the raptor vine thing that's attacking me and
We shall see what the result of that is.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
all right.
That's why you always do your roll before you explain the
No.
attack.
No, it's
He
better
flipped
this
in
one.
the air. And
I
just
still
kinda
flipped in
landed
the air. It's
goofy to
still
the
cool.
right.
All right.
That's a 6.
The vines, while you did manage to escape, they're still kind of like on you, and they kind of adjust your tilt on your spin just enough that your blade comes down and hits a tree,
Okay.
but not the tree you're trying to kill.
When he does his flip, he starts doing his flip. I just kind of start hovering in the air.
I figured she
exasperatingly.
would just kind of flutter for a sec
Exactly.
while I did my thing. He'll be fine.
Rusty!
Snake tried to eat me.
And an alligator just
Yeah.
did a somersault in the air and then missed.
Try a somersault.
Wrong plan.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Do a barrel roll.
You're right, I should
That'd be
have
hard to
roll
do.
first.
I'm gonna go ahead and go throw another bardic inspiration, and I forgot to explain what it looks like the first time.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
So you hear me kind of whistle at you and go, "Hey, can you protect me?" I have the utmost faith in your extreme awesomeness, and I essentially just kind of bravado you up and give you some sort of inspiration.
I love how nonchalant your character is. Hey, buddy, can you protect me?
Protect me?
I bet you could protect me.
I bet you're really good at that.
I bet you're really good at that.
You look. Like
And then I am once again gonna take the dodge action.
Would you move Pooh diagonal 2? Thank you. 3 on the cart is going to die.
Rick.
What do you got against the threes?
Yeah.
What have you been killing?
Roll your
He's like, he doesn't like those threes.
You-
Maybe
Before
that
you-
represents
before you
some kind
know
of
if you hit
value
or
on them
not.
that makes them.
No,
really
it's just
or
completely
16
random.
or whatever
Oh,
you're
you
trying to
don't
do. You can
dice
roll
on
a
that.
d6.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
like, just make sure only
So
one of them
and
says
it
it's
works.
so.
It works on any
Who's done?
d20 roll.
Nice.
Pooh is done. Who is
Okay.
next?
So.
Saw.
What did Pooh even do? He just kind of walked around and somebody died.
Killed the
And I
guard.
forgot to
Killed the
move the
guard.
guards around. Okay, 1 toward the back. 1, would you move him over 1 square in front of the bush? And they're fighting. The other 3 guards are maintaining a kind of defensive perimeter in the rear. The other 3 is going to move toward Pooh. Yep.
What's his speed? 30.
We'll say 15. They're not terribly great. Okay, and then 4 is going to move toward Pooh,
Not snake.
not Snake. Yeah, Snake. Let's make him move towards Snake.
What is here?
Just put him right in front of Snake.
Would you-
Awesome.
Big old 6-man.
Yeah.
Vardia is gonna try to kill Pooh. Hit for 7. Pooh.
What about the 2 guards up
Yeah.
here with
So
Jack
that's
Lonnie?
how long I have for. my-
Okay, and now it is
2
your
guards
turn.
up here with Jack
Essentially
Lonnie,
10
are they
rounds.
just chilling there, or are they going to do anything?
Who are they next
And
to?
the people
they're
we
just
try
kind
to
of over
sleep
here
are.
right now.
Move 1 toward the bush.
One towards Raptor and one towards Putty, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so 1 attacks Putty and hits for 4 damage. Putty takes 4, and the other one misses. Okay,
Alright, so my turn now.
your turn.
So he does his flip, so I'm left kind of fluttering here. So I kind of in a huff go off over here.
Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Mason's like, since you couldn't frickin' finish him, I guess I'll do it myself.
9.
Plus, is that your modified and
that's
everything?
Everything, yep.
Unfortunately, no.
You missed too.
The green lightning bolt crosses the distance between you, and it launches a thorn into it, which kind of absorbs the electricity, and then it just drops to the ground. Putty's turn. Putty is now going to try to attack the thing that is hacking away in front of him.
Oh, 3? Oh, good. I will use my reaction to give it disadvantage on the attack.
Wrecked. Have feces dispensed
And of course, because it's disadvantage, he rolled crit. A 16, which still hits, and does
I tried to save
death. Kills 3.
I tried to save 3.
This one, it does the same thing as the last guard. You see it kind of, its chest open up, and some skeletal remains fall out. Vines shoot out, grab the other guard, and like pull him up close to him, and just start sucking blood from him.
This is getting kinky.
But he is pretty much dead. Too many wounds.
Yep.
Okay. Who's next? Zareth.
I didn't want to
Thank
do
you,
this
honey.
so early in the match, but I'm getting frustrated with how many guards are dying. I'm going to move here. I'm going to use my minor action to wild shape, since I'm Druid of the Moon.
What's it look like?
Well, that depends what I wild shape into.
Amen. Describe it, and then let the dogs of war.
Okay. I think I'm just going to go with
that was
the...
awesome.
Oh, I forgot I wanted to have that on recording. I can play it every time he did it. I have to do that now.
He can take a snippet out.
We are still recording. That is good.
And add it.
I'm just going to transform into a brown bear.
Brown bear.
We'll take it.
Yeah. I don't got a minion point.
And what that looks like is basically all of my gear kind of like transforms with me. None of it is visible anymore, and I take on the form of a bear. However, the one thing you can notice is now that my eye is exposed, you can see a scar on my left eye. The eye is usable, but there's a scar that, just comes across the left of it.
You have that cool eye slash scar?
Yes.
That is in every video game ever.
Yep.
Well, not in everyone, but yeah.
Pretty much
Just
all of them.
90% of them.
No, I
was-
mean the
I was
design.
We'll
cooler.
we'll just say that
It's
my
cooler.
inspiration, I was playing Witcher 3 at the time, and he just had that cool scar, and I had to have it.
Absolutely.
There you go.
So,
Gotta have
anyways,
that scar.
That's right. I was
yeah,
I was
I
playing
transform
Dragon Age.
into
I was
a
playing
bear.
Dragon Age 3 or Dragon Age 2, and I need that paint across my nose,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
blood
yeah.
splatter across my
Yeah,
nose
there
for
you
no
go.
reason. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Exactly.
I always hated that.
All right, so I am going to do multi-attack.
Okay.
I make 2 attacks, one with my bite and one with my claw.
Boom.
All right, so I am going to be attacking Snake, obviously. That is a 6 plus 5 is 11. Don't think that's going to hit. We'll go ahead and use
Your plus 6.
inspiration. Yeah, it's not a plus 6. It's a plus 5. So that's 16.
Are you not rolling them anymore?
No.
Okay.
Cutting word is where I roll in advance.
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration is not.
You hit.
Okay. 1d8. What did I do with all the dice?
It's behind your book. Well, at least the D4 is.
8 plus 4
Boom.
is
12.
12 piercing damage.
12 to the
Sage.
thing.
Okay, and now I'm going to roll for the
12
claw
to
attack.
Snake. Please. Oh, hold on. Snake is dead.
Oh, okay. I didn't even get to do my second attack.
Wow.
So,
Victim.
killing it immediately, what does that look like?
Alright, so I well, I guess it died with the bite, so we're gonna go with the. I got it in my maw, and I'm just like, and I just shake it into little. Well, is there a being inside, or?
So, as
it
you're
just
shaking it, the berries are falling off,
Yeah,
the vines
twigs
are falling
and leaves
off,
and everything like that.
everything is falling off, and you get to this little bulb in the middle that was kind of surrounded by all the vines. It's not super hard, but it's not like a coconut hard.
Okay.
It's durable, but you managed to shred it to bits.
Okay. And that's my
One
turn.
powerful crunch, it shatters in his teeth.
You taste blood seeping out of it, though.
Okay, so it does. Okay, interesting.
High five. First kill of the game.
Woo! I thought we killed something already.
We almost killed the raptor, but then me and Mason both fucked up.
The raptor's on its last legs, though.
All right, who's next?
Yes.
Ojala.
I am going to attempt to attack the putty again.
A sweaty hand.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll do a different one.
Thank you for your bardic inspiration.
Oh, that'll probably hit.
Does anybody want dice rollers, by the way?
As a free action, the bear looks back at Dan and goes,
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Alright, I'm going to
Rusty
burn a
has-
spell
Rusty
slot
has
to
a-
do Divine Smite on it as well.
Rusty has a smirk on his face.
Anybody else want one?
Wisely.
I'm good.
Do you want the cool R2D2 one?
All right, all yours. I got C-3PO as well.
Nah, C-3PO's a little bitch.
8 points of damage.
You probably wouldn't recognize him with
8
the red
points of
arm.
damage.
Okay, sorry. It is 3 points of regular damage, 5 points of radiant damage, if that means anything.
Okay.
So I take the sword, it starts glowing, and then I just hit it as hard as I can with the short sword. Actually, it's stabbing because
What an exciting action.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you
I use my divine smite.
as you bury your blade into the vines, you can kind of see some of the vines kind of like start to bake as if they were getting like a sunburn. Doesn't seem to be like any more efficient than anything else, but it is, you did damage to it.
Awesome.
You may have cut something deep inside a little bit.
Okay.
Cut my vines into pieces.
Anything else?
Nice.
I don't have any bonus actions I can do, so yeah, I'm gonna stay there. So we're good.
All right. Who's next? Ski.
Going to try and escape.
Ski.
No.
Ooh.
Weakened from the blood loss, you cannot escape.
Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's looking bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the vines are getting tighter.
Yeah.
He's pretty
We
much
need to
like.
hurry up and kill the raptor so we can save the kitty cat, Mason.
Next.
Raptor.
Ooh. Did you get free? You did.
I
get
am
free.
free.
He did.
Oh, you okay?
And he
We're gonna
used his
see what
action
happens
surge.
as you're landing from your cool.
Alright. Terrible things.
Does a 8 hit your AC?
I have an armor class of 13.
Okay, then no. By the way, I rolled a 4, Dan. I just need to tell you what I roll.
Yeah.
All right, so that it comes. It has its vines waiting for you to just like land on it. But I managed to swipe your tail and bend them over as you land. That way you're not impaled. That's its turn. Anybody else? Or who's next? I mean,
Top of
whatever
the
she said.
round. Top of the round. So baby Dino.
round.
This
Baby Dino. This early in the game, huh? Someone roll a d4. Odds, one target. Evens, another target.
Odd.
Odd? Okay.
Is that at me then?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does a 13 hit your AC?
Yes.
Okay. Shit. Hold on. 13. Do you want to use it? Okay. Does a 13 hit your
Yes.
AC? Okay.
13 does hit.
7. No, sorry. 10.
I'll interrupt.
10?
Just say 13, and then we'll.
You said 10
I'll
points damage?
interrupt.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. That is Baby Dino's.
I do know.
Idino's. Insect Dino. And you took defensive, right? You're doing
Dodge.
defensively.
He did the dodge action.
Dodge
Yes.
action, okay,
Well, they
so-
don't know that.
He
They,
did the Doge action.
Yes. So,
it's not one of those things that they would know. But I mean,
Disadvantage on all attacks.
Much
Sir,
dodge. very
You are
crispy.
1. The Panther is 2.
Such wow.
You are 3.
Okay.
Roll a d4, please.
Roll
4 is
four.
roll again.
1.
You again.
I'll take it.
Save the kitty cat.
Ooh, does a... Okay. 20 is what I rolled.
Cool.
Does a
Cool.
20 hit your AC?
Yes.
Okay.
A 20 hits my AC.
6 points of
Okay.
damage. What are you at? How much life do you have left?
I am
Not much.
I have taken 29 points of damage of my 39.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All
So
right.
him and the kitty cat are getting pretty low now.
Honey?
We're also keeping like 3.
In this room, we might need to find another like prosthetic form.
Jack?
I
Jack
mean,
Monty.
I am.
Jake Monty.
Yeah, you're fighting 3.
We're
by
keeping
yourself.
3 people occupied of the. So
You're doing a good job at what you're supposed to be
Alright,
doing.
it's time to fuck this raptor up.
Yeah.
Once and for all.
Just, okay. Do it.
Once.
Once and for all.
Finish him.
Finish him.
Is that your new attack? Once and for all.
Once and for all.
That's right.
You're going down.
Gotta do one punch.
One punch.
Come on. Come on.
So,
I told you I used all my
Hold
good
on.
rolls up.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you did.
Hold on. You have a dice roller. Why didn't you use it?
I don't know.
Ah.
I didn't. I forgot where I set
Plus-
it. I didn't see
Plus,
it.
it's always bad luck to roll on the mat.
It is. I agree. I
Okay.
was gonna use the dice roller and then I moved it and I forgot where I put it and I was just like, oh.
Well, unless you're Dan.
Yeah, because he's evil and the map
I mean-
loves evil.
Mine have been pretty across the board, so I'm doing good. So
I got both
Oh
mine.
gosh, I feel so friggin' bad. Okay, are you done? Can you not spend like a superiority die and add to your attack or anything?
None of my
Not to hit stuff.
none of my
Maneuvers.
maneuvers
Maneuvers
are
do
really
that.
going to help me. One gives me increased range. One is basically an AOE, and then one buffs somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can't you spend the die themselves?
No, it does damage, not to hit.
Oh, that's right.
It
Okay.
adds
Yeah,
the
that's
D4 to damage or whatever the die is.
D8.
The D8 to damage.
Then who is next, my love?
I'm going to set this right
Rusty.
here, so I know where it is, so I remember to use it.
Drop that back in there, would you?
What?
Just pick up the die out and then drop it in.
Are you gonna see what it sounds like?
God, there's so much vibration. That is insane.
Alright, I won't do it then.
No, you're fine. I mean,
It's just a lot.
it's
of
not gonna come through, but like I can hear it. And
Yeah.
I
Well,
can
you can
hear
edit
the
out some of
springs
it.
bounce.
Yeah,
and
set it
then
down real quick.
I can hear the springs bounce,
Hmm.
and then just continue to vibrate. Like it irritates the crap out of me.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and vicious mockery the good old raptor guy. So I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Roger. 9.
Oh, okay.
Good. It takes damage.
He takes 4 damage.
4 to raptor. What is it? Let me see what the total is. Oh, so close. It does not look good. What does that look like? First
It
of all?
also has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Would you write disadvantage next to raptor?
So this is what this is gonna look like. All right. So you have tried to attack it twice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like I lock eyes with the bushness
The bushness.
Get down with
and I go, yeah, he hit you. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? And he just kind of like you just see the bush just kind of like stiffen for a second and then loosen. And to everyone who's focused on the bush, it looks like your last attack frightened it.
Ooh, nice.
And then I guess I'm gonna go ahead and move over to next. I'm gonna go next, right behind him.
So here.
Continue protecting me.
Yeah, pretty much.
'Kay.
That gives me cover from things that will try to eat me.
Mm-hmm. Who's next? Are you done?
That's it.
Pooh is gonna attack 3. Actually, roll me a
Who is just
D4,
like a
please.
vicious murder spree against these
Odds
guards?
3.
All the 3 guards.
2.
Odds 6. Even.
Even.
Ooh, he's gonna attack Lieutenant Varya.
Not Lieutenant Dan.
Nope, never mind. He's gonna miss. That's a
Oh,
5.
good.
And that's good because
Lieutenant
I
Legs,
did
you
a
ain't
lot of
got no
damage.
Dan.
So you see it bust another berry, shoots it toward Lieutenant Vardia. He actually brings his bow up and smacks it out of the air.
Cool.
He brings his bow up.
He
and
uses his
smacks
bow to
it.
knock
The
it out
bow?
of the way.
All right, Legolas.
Who's next?
Chill out, bro.
Saw.
It's all good, brah.
Saw, good brah.
I am going to try and finish the raptor once and for all.
For the second time.
You know,
Once
I've
and for all again.
I've noticed a pattern. The declaration before the roll. Yeah.
Once and for all. 12.
He rolled better than me,
That
that's
is
for
a
sure.
All right.
At least it's just...
4 damage.
That's it.
All right.
All right, we got it.
No.
Get back.
4 damage is. I mean, there's nothing extra
Nope.
on that.
No.
It does, you know.
It's alive. It's fine.
It does. It looks ridiculously weak.
Disheveled.
It's missing vines. It's burnt. It's scorched. There's blood dripping
But
out
it's
of
not
it.
dead.
But it's not
It's
dead.
awful. Okay.
Nice.
Who is that? Anything else?
Yeah, I'm good where I'm at.
Okay.
Putty.
Putty. Putty is going to attack.
Imagine that.
Does a 12 hit your AC?
Yes.
Sorry, 12.
You're good.
Okay. It does 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm paying attention. I'll interrupt you.
It's almost like this hanging in the air where Talon knows it's coming but doesn't know
I
when.
will. I will get used to this telling you first.
Or you won't.
Who's after Putty?
Sarah.
Zerith.
And go.
Let it go.
1, 2. Buckle punch. We're gonna do
bear.
multi-attack again.
Big bear charging at it.
Dude, it's a bear fight.
Yep.
Bear versus shapeshift bear.
And I'm gonna miss.
What is it?
2 plus 5 is 7.
Yeah.
Next
That's
attack.
just one attack though.
Hey, you get another one.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I did say multi-attack. A 2 again.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Probably should not
You
use.
should have rolled it on the mat. You would have rolled twice.
You were doing better.
Yeah.
So you swipe and you tear at it, and the vines that you get are just like tips, or you get a berry. It's not really the meat of the thing.
Awesome.
It doesn't have any meat though.
It doesn't. Fruits have meat though.
All right. After.
I guess they technically
It has
do.
blood. I killed the last one.
Are you
Okay.
done?
Who's next?
Sweet.
Lo-
Yeah, but
ta-da.
you know where
Bonus
the blood
action.
comes from, right?
Bonus
Lay on
action.
hands for 10 points.
Absolutely.
No, all the blood they've been sucking out of people.
What's that look like?
I like
He touches some
Color? Any color or anything?
just radiating like
I guess that
bright
would make
radiant
sense.
light, so
Okay.
yellowish.
Would the blood taste like the people that we've been sucking, or that it would like, or would it be like?
Have you
The rest of-
tasted?
I'm about to say, have you
But
tasted?
you probably wouldn't know.
I've
You
tasted
just
a lot
know-
of things. I've
been
wild shaped
sampled
quite a
some of
bit.
those?
I'm sure we
Trees.
can infer that though.
It's some kind of
You would know that I would have a very familiar of a lot of different tastes.
tasted.
You know that I know that I know.
It whatever it was, ate both plants and animals like it was a omnivore.
So it wasn't like the creature's blood that I was. Okay. So it
Told
was
ya.
like you said.
I told you.
I
Yeah,
move,
we have
I move
20
away
minutes.
from him.
We'll find out.
Is he going
Okay.
to attack me?
Yes. If you move out of its threat range.
I did.
Yes. Okay.
Can't you just disengage?
No.
Yeah.
I don't have that ability. Only certain classes
everyone
have
does.
disengage ability.
Everyone has disengage.
No.
No.
So the rogue can use it as a bonus action.
Oh.
Everyone
no.
can disengage as an
No,
action.
I'm not. I don't.
And you moved away from putty?
Yeah.
23. Okay. Does a 23 hit your armor?
Yes.
That is a 8.
Are you dead yet, Philip?
Nope. I'll use my last 5 of my as my action. I'll use my last 5 of my lay on hands to give to my cat.
But not
It is
yourself.
not as dead as it was.
Slightly less dead now.
So
Yeah.
now- So now it's the cat's turn.
The
Is
cat's
it-
meow.
Is it the cat's turn?
It's the cat's turn.
He does not break his
Ugh,
strength.
man,
Poor kitty
those
cat.
vines are awful. It's almost like I planned it or something.
It's okay. The person you,
Annoying.
the person you keep trying to grab is being super elusive and irritating you.
All right, and then he gains 5.
All right, who's next?
After cat,
Yes.
raptor.
Gets 6.
Raptor is going to flee.
Okay.
It will move
What a wimp.
You'll get an attack.
10
opportunity.
feet directly away from you.
All right, you get to smack it
You
first.
get to try to hit it.
Do I?
You
Yeah.
do.
Sure do.
What do I
Roll a
roll?
d. Just roll an attack.
Yep. Just
Or
roll a d20.
Just a
add
regular
your
attack.
Yep.
To make it faster, you can throw the weapon die in there as well.
oh, I put 2 in there, so we'll do the lower one.
That's
That'll still hit.
16.
That hits.
All right.
It's
now
dead.
Roll your
Doesn't
D4.
matter.
It's
It's
dead.
dead.
It died.
It died. You killed it as it ran away. So
I killed it as it ran away.
So describe that.
So, as he turns to run for me, I swing around and smack at him with my tail and knock some branches out from underneath of him so that he, whatever his legs would have been, and now he's kind of just trying to crawl away from me, and then I
Execute him.
lunge over and then execute him with my dagger.
Absolutely. You plunge it deep into this like coconut-shaped core, and as you do so, you see blood and pus kind of oozing out of it,
Ew, that's gnarly.
and it looks slightly coagulated.
Coagulated.
It looks dead.
All right, high five
Woo!
from across the table.
You killed something.
Huh?
Killed something. I finally got
Raptor
him.
is dead.
Finally.
So who is next?
Once and for all.
Once
on his
and for
turn.
all.
I think we need to work on our definition of finally and once and for all.
Once and for all means within 3 turns he'll die.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Roll another d4, please. One is going to be Lojala. 2
4.
is going. Okay, well that's going to be. Could you move it 1 diagonal this toward Craig or
Who?
toward Zvala? Baby Dino.
Chopper.
Maybe 2. Do 2.
No, Chopper,
Towards
don't do
where?
it.
2 diagonally toward Zareth.
Yeah.
Not Zvala. Does a 17.
Mhm.
Does a 17 hit your AC? Craig.
Oh, yes.
You
it
take
does.
5 points of damage as a thorn lodges deep in your bare muscle.
How much again?
5.
Ow.
Alright, and
Like,
then I
But I
die.
can live through the ranged attacks, the melee attacks.
Roll another d4, please.
34 temporary hit points.
One.
Yay!
That's
Does a 7 hit your AC?
No.
Okay. So this one lands, and it's going low. So you just turn, and it lands in your peg leg,
Awesome.
Nice.
and you can see it trying to pull itself deeper into the peg
Oh,
leg.
whoa.
Yeah, these thorns, every time they hit, little vines come out, and they try to pull deeper.
Oh, shit.
All right, who's next?
Insectina.
No, we just did him.
No, you did. No, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We just did baby dinosaur.
And then we did yeah. So
Okay, so then Jack.
Jack Monte.
I just attacked though. I thought.
No, you did a reaction.
You reacted to someone
Oh,
running
that's
away
right.
from you.
Okay.
it's your
never
turn
mind.
now.
Okay, so
Putty is probably your next.
what's the
nearest.
most immediate threat to Kitty Cat?
You notice.
These 3.
So,
Okay.
iDino, Baby Dino, and Pooh are red buried bushes. They are the ones that keep popping and sending darts everywhere. You've also seen him kill one in one hit. You just killed a blue buried bush that everyone has been trying to destroy for like 6 rounds now. There is one blueberry bush, which is the putty, and then there are the 3 red buried bushes. The red berry bushes have been tearing the hell out of Lojala and his panther.
So, so Putty's a
Oh,
red
thank
berry
God.
bush.
Putty's blue, the other 3 are
Okay.
Thank goodness.
How far can I move?
I had to
this?
check how long my
Wait, what's your speed say?
Oh yeah, shit.
It's up to 10 minutes. I'm good.
Okay.
But say
30
1
feet,
minute.
that's
I'd be
6
good.
squares.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I could
It's
get a
one
if,
range.
if it's difficult terrain, by the way, so it's
It
half
is.
speed.
And
All
a
of
square
that
is
is
5
difficult.
feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's difficult
Okay,
to do, so I
so-
can only do 3.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
it
can
was-
only get up to Putty.
Last
Yeah.
edition, it was 10 feet per square, was it not?
What
No.
does lunge
It's
get you?
twice. It takes
I
up
think it
twice
gives me
as
another
much
square,
speed.
but
So
it's-
a
You can move
5-foot
3
square.
squares.
No,
Squares,
I'm
it
not
gets-
talking
Well,
about
I have a-
terrain.
I
I'm
have
just
a
talking
maneuver
about
that
the
might
square
get me there.
in
Oh, gotcha.
the last edition was 10
You can
feet.
expend 1 spirit,
No.
so I
Was
have
it?
Can you see
5
the-
each for that
the
attack
book?
by 5 feet, so I can attack another
But they
square.
use squares instead of
So
So
actually
you could move
feet.
there, and then you could attack this one.
Okay, alright. So, I am going to move... Right, yeah, and then... So I can attack kind of diagonal like that?
You
Yeah,
can't attack
you-
anybody
you're-
right now.
everything-
He's got reach. with
Oh.
his-
Yeah,
So I'm
one
going
of his
to
maneuvers.
use lunging attack to give me an extra 5 foot to try and reach. Is that the baby dinosaur in front
Yeah.
there?
Yep.
Okay.
That'll be interesting with a dagger.
Nice.
He uses his tail to hold it and
Apparently.
stab it. I stab at thee.
Very nice. Lunging attack.
I don't actually think I have to roll the superiority die. I think I just
That
expend
adds
it.
to your damage.
You just get to add that for damage
Oh,
on
okay,
it
cool.
because of the maneuver. It's
Here, let me see.
nice.
I have 4 superiority dice, so I use 1, and it's a D8, I think, which would be these.
Yeah.
So you'll roll the superiority die after you hit.
Right.
Yeah.
So first I gotta roll a D20 to see if I hit.
Correct.
Because
So I'm figuring this out. Figuring it out. Learning.
the reason they do that is if you miss, you don't waste the die.
Right. That makes sense.
That's
17. Nice.
So yeah.
17 hits.
That's
Okay,
20,
so-
the
21.
D4
Make sure you always add your 4 to it.
Okay. So yeah. So it'd be 20.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
Yeah.
How much
Um,
damage?
So it's a
So
D4
now-
plus a D8.
Yeah.
Right, so D8, D4. Nope. 4
Take
plus
it.
3 is 7.
7.
Plus, did you add your strength modifier of
Oh,
2?
and then my strength modifier. Oh no, what? I don't,
It's, you get to use the 2.
I get no. Wouldn't I get to use the 4?
The 4 is your attacking. The 2 is your bonus damage.
Because you
you're
have
strength.
+2 strength there, so
Correct.
because
Okay,
you're strong,
okay.
you do more damage.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that would
So-
be 9 damage.
It's
Yes.
9 damage.
Yes.
9 damage
9
to
piercing
Pooh,
damage.
please.
No,
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 Pooh.
No.
Dino.
Baby Dino.
Baby Dino.
God, I wish I could hit Pooh from here. I would be
Yeah.
a savage.
That is a lunging attack. For
It
sure.
looks really bad. Your dagger, however the heck. How did you get it that far?
I'm about to say, describe, please.
Let's
Yeah,
see
the
here. How did I get my dagger to reach that guy?
He did a Tigger. He sprang forward and.
I was about to say sprang on your tail.
I come running over there, and then I jump into the air and lunge at him, and then do like a roll in the air, and then come down and then slash at him, and then I immediately jump back or something.
Okay, cool. And as you do that, you manage to get through its thin layer of vines, and you feel it cutting through vines, and then something thick, and then vines.
Okay.
Blood starts to spill out of it. It does not look good.
So
Anything
it's
else?
not dead, but I fucked it up.
Correct.
All right.
Anything
I
else?
think I'm gonna stay. I already used my movement attack. Or movement action, movement attack. I don't really think there's anything else I can do.
I don't know if he has any bonus actions.
I don't think so.
They're
That's
not
a lot
good
of people-
anyway. That's good.
Okay.
Not a lot of people do it this level, so.
Rusty, it is your turn.
My turn?
Indeed.
Let me move diagonal closer to him. We'll vicious mockery, baby dino. So wisdom saving throw, please.
17.
That'll work. He saves.
Okay, Pooh is going to... I'd have to do a disengage to do that. But fighting right next to you is going to give a disadvantage. Oh, one of the berries slowly opens up.
You want to 1v1 me, bro?
Yes, he does.
Does a 9 hit your AC?
No.
Okay, well, one of the berries slowly opens up, and it's just got the dart, and then it like tries to slash at you. Doesn't even get through your hide, and he just breaks the dart. Okay, and he can't really do anything else.
Bitch, your
so-
weapons cannot harm me.
Who is next, my love?
Saw.
Saw.
Okay. I am going to attempt to Eldritch Blast Baby Dino.
What was it?
6.
I wanna hear.
6. A 6 misses. Awesome.
6 misses, yes. Anything else?
I am going to move around the other side of the panther.
Okay. Who is next, my love?
Putty.
Putty. Ooh. Putty is going to move 1 square toward Jack Monty.
Jake Monty.
I use my reaction to give him disadvantage.
Oh, you can do that.
As a protector.
Cool. So let me
Thanks,
roll
Andy.
that one again.
Yep. If they do an attack that does not include me, I can use a reaction to give him disadvantage.
How close do you have to be to him to do it?
16.
I mean,
Dan.
as long as I'm next to the person.
16.
That's fine.
Does a 16 hit your AC?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you take 10 damage.
Oof.
As it
So-
some of the vines actually hit your arm. You managed to wrest them free, but in that short time, it drained a lot of blood.
Subtract from your temporary hit points first.
Right.
I'm gonna attack
Attack
Pooh
Pooh.
Bear there.
Take
You're so
Pooh Bear.
sexy.
Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear.
us. I'm whispering sweet nothings into your ear.
That's alright. That's what I was doing yesterday to
Hey everybody, welcome to D&D ASMR.
you. Oh my gosh. That was actually pretty good. It sounded really good in the headset.
I know, right?
Alright, so I'm gonna do my multi-attack. And if this
Multi-attack.
rolls bad again, then we're done with it.
New D20.
Crit!
Crit! On who?
Threaten that dice.
Combo breaker.
I don't see how you could not kill it, but go ahead and roll.
So what you'll technically
Well, I do max damage, right?
no.
You
Oh.
roll your attack damage, or your attack dice twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your damage die
dies
twice.
Okay, so did that change from the last one?
Yes.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Leave that to you.
So yeah, you roll you roll the die the damage
Oh, you
die.
Still need it when you
Should be a
attack
D8,
again.
right?
Yeah.
So you
So
roll
instead
two
of
of them.
instead of doing just like say it was a D8,
Yeah.
instead of always doing 8, you can now potentially do 16.
Ah,
Well, more, but because of his modifier.
Do you want this big one?
brilliant.
Yep. Good job.
That can also happen.
So it's 4 plus
This
your
is for this cool frost.
So he does
one.
8
This looks
damage.
like
8 damage to Pooh.
Peppermint
Okay.
sticks.
yeah.
Still alive, I assume? Yeah, because that was pretty.
Or no, peppermint bark.
I'm trying to not
That's
use
the word I'm
the
looking
podcast I've been listening to.
there's been they all have their own thing.
That's alright.
What's that
Just
look
keep
like
saying
when he dies?
It'll make you angry.
Oh, okay. I know Tabletop Champions does that, so that's where I first started hearing.
Well,
This
Matt
time-
Mercer always does that. How do you want to do this? Which
Yeah.
is brilliant.
It is.
Such a
It's
good
so
saying.
good.
This time, what I want to do is I want to bite at him and like try and preserve any of the like the middle part of him, not like completely destruct it, so I can maybe examine it later.
Absolutely. So you're ripping off vines. You notice that the coconut is attached to the ground by a very thin root.
Do I
and
have a lime?
a lime and a coconut? Put them both together. Put the lime. As soon as you break
Coconut
that
and
small
chicken.
vine, and it's pretty tough. I mean, it's made of extremely fibrous root.
Okay.
But as soon as you break it, it kind of shakes in your hand, and then stops moving.
Okay.
Who's next?
Well, he still has a move if he
Oh,
wants
you
to.
still do
I
have
do
a
want to move. This is difficult terrain.
mhm.
That's the base of a tree, but like
Oh,
difficult
that-
terrain's right in here. Yeah.
Wow, I forgot about that completely. Ignore that. I'm not about to go into it now. Continue.
How long did the difficult terrain last?
It lasts 1 minute.
The whole combat, yeah. Then you'll start hitting difficult terrain right in there somewhere. So
Right there.
so that's probably as far as you can move.
Yeah.
Unless
That's your-
unless
that's
as a
the
bear
first-
you get to move further. There you go. All right,
Hanging up on him.
and you're done.
I am done. Can I mark that? We'll just say that I'll go back and pick that little guy up afterwards because I want to examine him.
Alright, so I got.
It was Winnie the Pooh.
And I attack.
I wanted to make sure it was really Winnie the Pooh, though.
Gotcha.
So 21
Sometimes
hits.
my eyes can be deceived.
21, Talon. Does 21 hit?
Absolutely.
Okay, he's hitting Putty.
I'm hitting Putty
Enjoy.
for 4 points of damage.
Putty takes 4.
Quattro.
Alright,
Hombre.
I'm done. Geek's turn. Right?
Putty.
Succeeds.
Hey!
Kitty broke free.
Yay!
But that's his action, so.
Okay. Who is next?
Next turn he'll do something. Yay!
Right?
Baby Dino.
Top of the round, and I'm gonna do the thing I forgot last time. The guards, the 4 in the back and the 1 on the side, managed to kill off that one bush in the very. Yep, we're just gonna say they've been fighting this entire time.
What about the other bush?
Same with the one. It's been killed by Lieutenant Guvardia and 3. Everyone else, they've been consolidating all the knocked out sleeping people and just piling up and kind of protecting
How
them.
many rounds has it been?
We're gonna say this new round that's starting right now is round 8.
Yeah.
It's top of the round, so it's Baby Dino.
Baby Dino.
Baby
Right.
Dino.
Okay. Baby Dino is going to take a disengage action and move 6 squares toward the river.
What is the rules for disengaging in difficult terrain?
They don't have it.
Disengage just means you
I'm
don't
just
take
saying
an
if we do
opportunity
it.
attack,
That's 6.
Right,
and
why?
then you can move your speed like normal, unless you're in difficult terrain.
I thought
that
it was
is-
half your speed on a disengage.
Is it? I can find out really quickly.
Well, if it's half the speed, then it's easy to fix.
So
So.
Craig gets an opportunity attack.
No,
No.
Nope.
Not if he's disengaged.
because
It's
of
full
disengage.
speed.
It's full speed.
Well, how come
He
I
just
got an
sacrifices
opportunity
their
attack of
action.
Because he
to
didn't
move.
disengage.
When you use
Without
the
being-
disengage action, your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Yep.
Mhm. Okay, and then Dino is going to do the same thing.
Interesting.
6. I mean,
He's
if it
just
gets him
moving.
into the water, he'll go into the water.
He didn't have to disengage. So
Yeah, he didn't have to
that's
disengage.
his move.
Yeah.
So does he use the dash action to move again?
Yes.
So you guys will have to move him again.
So is he moving 6 further away?
Yes.
He's gonna escape.
Okay. And whose turn is it next, my love?
It is Jack's.
Jack Monty. At this point, you can see all of the 2 down there are starting to flee as well.
How about this one?
Yep. Continue.
Okay, so I have 30 movement speed, but I'm in difficult terrain. There's no way I could catch up to either of them. So I guess I'm just going to attack Putty because he's still there.
You don't know whether it's the exertion, by the way, of the battle, but your headaches are pretty frigging bad right now.
I rolled a 10. Is that enough to hit?
10 total.
10 total.
You know what? We're just gonna do this. I don't want to draw this out. Yes, you hit.
Okay.
And tell me what's it look like when you kill it?
Alright, so with my bear claws, my alligator claws, crocodile claws, I dig into him and I start ripping his vines off and I clear out all of the vines around the weird core thing and I rip that out of him.
It as you crush it, it starts to crack on the edges, and you.
But I don't want to crush it. I want to save it.
Okay, you save it. You do the same thing. There's this like little fibrous tendon root that's attached to the ground. When you rip that off, it stops moving.
Okay.
And that is it. Everything else.
I want to take an attack on that guy still in range
Do
of
it.
me.
Come on, Mason, snipe him. Snipe him.
7.
That
Headaches, man. Headaches.
headaches. Yeah, that headache's really annoying. It misses. It kind of gets the water and then just keeps running. Anybody else want to do anything before we move on?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, I could have tried to run to sleep, but I'll pass.
All right. So after that happens, the guards are kind of like looking around. It's growing quiet. One thing you do notice, any birds that were in the area are starting to go.
They're quiet.
They're that way toward not Lojala.
Yeah.
Toward Jack Monty is deeper into the forest. Behind you is the beginning of the forest, the edge. Everything is around you. Bugs,
Flying
butterflies,
away.
birds are moving away from deeper in the forest.
But we have to go through the forest.
We don't have to.
I'm just gonna start playing. It's playing a little tune on my flute.
What's the
stopping.
tune?
I'm stopping the. It sounds surprisingly.
Darwin
I know.
Sandstorm.
I know. I say it's a pan flute, but it sounds like Epona's song from Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
No, he's like,
Okay. So
And the people I have asleep are waking up.
Okay. Lieutenant Gavardio stands up. He's kind of looks worse for wear. Mutant you. I don't know. Will that mess anything up? I'll have to check later.
I'm going to flutter
Is
back
it-
on his shoulder. I'm not going to bother waking up my people. I'm too busy absorbed being in my head.
Well, they'll wake up
soon, but
anyways.
I'm not going to.
He picks up his bow and he looks like he's gonna go throw it down. Kind of collects himself, turns toward the remaining guards and says, "Recover our equipment and our comrades' bodies. Leave the traitors and the cowards, if any died. There was like 2 or 3 of them."
There
The remaining
was
guards give the verbal confirmation
4 died.
and quickly go about executing their orders. Soon the caravan is ready to roll. In the time that they are picking up the bodies of the people who are waking up, and they're just like haphazardly tossing them onto the back. They don't even care they're waking up. They're pissed.
We do still have a busted wagon.
You do have a busted wagon. They're unloading it at this point.
Can I try to put the wheel back on? Or is it too shattered
Absolutely.
beyond?
No, you
What
can.
kind of check do you want me to roll?
You don't have any of your tools yet.
No.
So how about a...
Persuasion check. You have to persuade the wheel to give me a bitch.
Yes.
Give me a slide of... it's not even a slide.
No.
Either
Intimidate the wheel to be
athletics.
attached
Give me athletics or a history.
You want to assist him?
I'll do athletics.
Can I assist him? I
Absolutely.
have really high athletics.
So roll a d20.
I got
Do I
a
roll the
22.
22. Okay.
9.
9.
Total?
9 total.
Okay.
I tried, mate.
Yeah, you tried.
You try to help, but you're getting mostly in the way.
That sounds like me.
But it does not hinder you.
Oh, good.
Jack, come on, just scoot. Look, just let me help. I got it. It's all right.
Just stand there and look pretty.
you manage to go ahead and put the wheel back on. The side of the wagon's pretty messed up, but you throw the wood in it, but it is mobile again.
Sweet. I
Um,
climb inside.
The help action doesn't seem to have a roll.
I know, that's the weird thing.
Oh, the
you
aid-
lend your
the
aid
aid
to
action,
creature
yeah.
in the completion of a task. When you take the help action, the creature you
Has
aid
advantage.
gains advantage.
Yeah. So I think you're just giving them advantage.
Yeah,
So
you-
technically there
this
is a
time
roll.
you
It's
rolled.
I just
so I'm
rolled
gonna
his
go with the
advantage,
roll.
basically. His roll is what happened.
But
It was low enough that it didn't actually give me advantage,
it
but
doesn't
you were
stack
helping.
anymore. Instead, it just gives them the advantage.
Yeah.
Right.
Good intentions are still worth something.
That's
But
right.
he also rolled a 22. I mean,
Okay.
And then the help action in combat, you have to be within 5 feet of the target.
I did read that.
But
All right.
essentially, you give it an advantage on an attack just by
Yeah,
being
so-
close.
After that is I did. I guess I will.
He messed it up.
He
I'll
walks-
hand one of the guards the sword I have because they will probably try to take it away from me anyway.
Okay, as Lieutenant Vardia kind of passes you, I assume you just hand it to him.
Yeah.
He looks down, looks around. You can hold on to that.
Oh, okay.
Walks over to
You
you.
want to keep this?
He goes, absolutely not. Hand it over.
Aw.
He goes, I didn't think that would be that easy. Kind of puts it in his pocket. And he says, first of all,
It wasn't a knife
I'm
anyway.
still a bear.
You can technically drop it whenever you want, but
I know, but I'm still a bear.
he's gonna kind of look at you. He's like, first of all, I want to say thank you. I expected you to cut and run
You're
like the rest of
welcome.
them.
Thanks, Mika. For those that are wondering.
He's kind of looking over you, and he kind of turns to you and says, you need to explain yourself right now, because depending on your answer.
Wait, they don't know? Okay. Well, shit. I was gonna stay in the bear for the full hour, but
well, I mean, you. Oh yeah, he'd have to turn back
Can
to talk
Can
to
I
him.
can I walk over to the bear and put my hand on the bear's shoulder and be like, "Oh, pet bear."
You were told not to use any of those abilities, but
wait,
you're a naturalist, right?
we were told. Huh? Okay.
You got arrested.
I'll try.
You got arrested, right, for it?
Huh?
You got arrested for it.
Well, for being a naturalist.
Okay, just roll with me here.
Okay. All right.
You were-
So
you were
then I will
specifically-
drop the transformation.
You were specifically instructed not to do that. However, You saved one of my soldiers' lives. I'm going to leave this out of my report, okay?
I'll nod and I'll be like, I appreciate that.
He turns back to the rest of you. I want to, in appreciation of this, you can take these. I don't think any of my guards, the remaining guards who are alive, need them. They're yours.
Philip licking his lips in anticipation.
What Philip would actually look like when he opens chests of loot.
At this, he also goes, and by the way, and he kind of looks around, make sure no.
Talking to your mic.
Let me give you some advice. I'm sure you've heard the rumors about how horrible life at Fort Charming can be. Fort Charming will not hand anything to you on a silver platter. Are y'all listening?
Yes.
Okay.
Fort Charming sucks. They won't give you a veggie platter.
Fort Charming will not hand anything to you on a silver platter. Your quality of life is dependent on your creativity. We'll be on the move again in about 5 minutes. If you need anything, just let me know.
I want to look at the potions. I rolled a 20 to figure out what they were.
Health potions.
Yeah, I know.
Let me see exactly what kind.
For the record, if anyone's listening, I went back to that spot and picked up that little guy that I killed.
So did the guard captain not see us grab the things out of the monsters?
You can bring that up if you'd like.
But he didn't see us do it.
No.
Not necessarily, no.
These give you 2d4 plus 2 health.
And there's 5?
There are 5 of them. Each potion has 2 uses.
2 uses, okay.
2 uses.
Now, is that colored water, or is it actually something inside there?
That it has flavor. It's Mio. It's just
what?
Mio water.
No, I don't.
You know,
Dios mío!
It's fruit punch.
Okay.
And no alcohol. There is no alcohol in them. I thought about doing it, and then I was like, nah.
I guess I will hand one to everybody.
I need a will save for those people with headaches.
What?
Okay.
A will save.
Which is what?
Just those 2.
Huh?
Is that a wisdom save?
Sorry, yes, a wisdom save.
15.
Okay, you're
so
good.
I am proficient in wisdom saving throws, so that adds 2 on top of my wisdom bonus. So that would be 13 plus 2 plus 1 is going to be 16.
Okay. Both of you manage to fight through the pain, and you get this, you instantly realize there is an arcane cause to your headache. Some kind of arcane frequency arcane frequency has been constantly pulsing throughout this forest. You just get this feeling like you need to be somewhere safe. Right.
I yell, magic in the air, take cover.
As soon as you feel that,
I kind of hunker down on him.
In the air.
So I'm gonna, while I'm carrying or covering him, we're gonna crawl underneath one of the wagons.
hand that to Mason, please. Your patron whispers this in the midst of the headache.
Good. As that whisper happens,
Okay.
my sentinel raven appears and is on my back now.
Okay.
When the other bird comes out, I know shit's going down. So we're gonna crawl underneath of the cart while I'm, I guess,
And
covering
Talon,
him.
my bird gives me bonuses to my passive perception,
Yes.
so and my
Okay.
perception checks.
So because you two passed your will checks, you do not need to make this next roll. The ground begins to shake as thunder splits the cloudless sky. Pine needles begin to shake
Plus 2 to
free
any
from
of
the
these
pine
with
trees
a,
around you
dot on
and
it.
rain down as the ground continues
Just
to
notice
move.
how your strength is plus 2.
Suddenly,
and then that's
Plus 6 to athletics. Good
I need
lord.
everybody to make a DC 15 acrobatics check.
book.
Wait, we don't have to, though, because we made the...
Correct.
Okay.
Which one's a 15-sided die?
No,
DC 15.
Roll
Roll a 20 and you need to
15
get
or
a
higher.
15.
Okay.
So the green one's for me, the other one's for the cat.
Yeah, I got 16.
Plus,
I
is it
fail.
athletics or acrobatics?
Wait, well, which
I
one
have,
is it?
I have
What did you say?
15 exactly.
You meet or beat. You're good.
What is it a check of?
You need to meet
Acrobatics.
or beat 15. And that's an acrobatics.
There's Dex.
I'd have
Neither of us made it.
18.
18, so
Yeah.
you're good. Anybody who didn't takes
I roll
2
an
points of damage
Oh god damn it.
as you are thrown to the ground off balance and debris.
We're already on the ground because we're in the car.
Branches are raining down around you as this world quake happens. And I'm going to use the term world quake because Earth is not a thing in this universe. So the world quake happens and trees are falling. A tree,
what about the
a
spell
branch
Earthbind?
managed to hit you and Ski.
Earth can also
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good thing you healed him, by the way.
He's got 4 hit points.
Okay.
Because we haven't had a short rest yet.
And as quickly as it happens, it stops. As it stops, your headaches completely disappear. Okay.
Can we get the hell out of this forest
Lieutenant
now?
Vardia kind of like stands up. He gives a look to the other guards. They don't look surprised by this. He kind of nods, looks around. Is everybody okay?
Confirmed.
No. One of the criminals is like, my leg. He goes, shut up.
My leg!
With that, he's like, all right. Have we gotten all the gear? Guards kind of like nod at him. Have we collected our dead? Guards nod at him. He says, all right, let's get moving. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. No matter the social media, search for us at IntrepidFable, all one word. On Twitter, you can find me at IntrepidFable, Philip at DrizzyonPanda, that's DRIZZION Panda, Mason at Mason2277, and Dan at Anime Pathway. Connor and Craig are still working on theirs. You can find more at our website, like player bios, a complete listing of all of our social media, and more podcasts, like Anime Pathway, headed by our own Dan. To support our work, please tell your friends about us. Also, you can go to patreon.com/IntrepidFable. That's Patreon, Patreon. There, you can support us directly and help us grow. We hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time, take care.